going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to another episode of the Satisfactory playthrough series. This is going to air as episode 28. In episode 27, we left off by completing our second power plant that is pushing power from 8 total generators. So we more than doubled our power capacity, our power limit. And now you can see we're back at the base. There was some game recording, some gameplay that I did after that episode, which unfortunately won't make it onto YouTube because once again I had a problem recording and the file was corrupt. I don't know what's been going on. There's something up with the way that the Gamecaster software works with this laptop that I don't know and I haven't been able to figure out. That's kind of, I guess, something that just comes with, not being on my system. But in any case, we're gonna keep trudging right along. I'm gonna update you just exactly what I did during that missed gameplay, and so you'll be caught up. It's not a whole lot that I did, it's just a lot of thinking is what happened, a lot of calculations in my head. And we kind of figured out the most optimal way to lay out our steel factory. So let's hop right into this episode and actually let's hop over to the steel factory and I'll show you just exactly what's been going on. Cheers, mate. And let's give it a go. Isn't it just incredible how much finesse I have with jumping off of that little perch and not spilling my coffee? I mean, kudos to me, am I right, folks? Alright, what the hell is this? I don't remember all this coal being here. So, what you missed last time. What I did was, I came back to the steel factory and then decided that the way we were going to split up the ore from both the iron and the coal truck stations is through a Mach 3 belt. Mach 3 belt pulling 270 resources per minute from the truck station into 3 separate belts. These belts are all Mach 2, meaning they can pull a maximum of 120 per, which is, way, if you add all of that up, that's 360. That's way over the Mach 3 belt, but obviously the Mach 3 is the limiting factor. So 270 divided by 3 is 90, so each one of these Mach 2 belts pulls 90 ore, and then from that 90 I'm splitting them 2 ways. So this one will be split into these first 2 foundries, that second one will be split into these 2 foundries, and the third one, which is where we left off, is going to give us another 2 foundries here. Now you can see we still have the third iron belt to set up, and then we'll go upstairs and figure out the coal as well. We did lay down 1 coal line, and here you can see we have this Mach 2 being split 2 ways. No, this isn't right. Okay, so we kind of messed this part up, and we're going to go ahead and fix that. You can see from the top, we should have the exact same setup as we do down here. So there should be 3 Mach 2 lines coming out of the Mach 3 belt. We only have 1 coming down so far, and I accidentally split that 2 ways and then split them 2 ways further. These foundries take in exactly as much iron as they do coal, so it needs to be the exact same setup. We need to go from a Mach 2 to 2 Mach 1s, which would be these 2. So this is an unnecessary split here. We're going to fix that as soon as we get the third iron line teased out. So let's go ahead and lay out these foundries. We have enough material. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and line these babies up. Adding 2 more here. And I guess we can add some glass paneling here. Can't afford. Need concrete. Oy vey. Really glad that I set up that 4 storage box combo there. That's allowed us to keep a really huge stock. And we haven't really had any bottlenecks because of it. So let's add some glass panels here. And we're gonna have to take this thing down for a bit. And I'm starting to think that routing them kind of along the foundation would actually be pretty nice. So I'm thinking of kind of redoing the electrical wiring here anyway. But patience, Grasshopper. We'll get to it. Now, we need this line to make its way down here, and should be a pretty straightforward hoppity skip down into a two-way split. So we're going to continue this level 2 or Mach 2 belt to about here, and actually we'll put the splitter down first, because we want this all to be in the same layout. So this needs to be lined up. First of all, it needs to be lined up here, and then it needs to be lined up with the other boxes there. Looks pretty good. And that's going to take a Mach 1 into that input. Now, which one is the one that goes over? Coal is the one that goes over. So this will also be a Mach 1. And it's going to be on the left. Can't afford? Are you kidding me? Give me a break. I gotta go get some more metal plates, people. Oh, wee! Look at that power capacity, though. Oh my. He was asking me a question and I just responded. What was the question you asked? Wouldn't you like to know? If you know, you know, you know. That's all I can say. Come on! Plates for days, folks. We got plates for days. Alright. We've got our plates now. So we'll hook that second foundry up. And now route our level 2 belt. Let's see if that lines up. It does. Beautiful. Alright. So now we've got our three-way split exactly the way it's supposed to look. And now we need to do the coal. So, okay. Now, we mentioned we had an unnecessary split here. This needs to come down. And this split is simply going to be fed from another belt up there. This can certainly use some fixing upping. Some fixer-upping. Fixing upper? Upper fixing. You get the point. Now this should be a level 2 belt that continues into the level 1 splits. And let's go figure out the coal. We're going to lay down some more glass paneling. Maybe not on the underside. Doesn't seem very useful. What do we got here? Make that symmetric. And we'll take that right off of there. Now this is a Mach 3, that is a Mach 2, and this thing should be a Mach 2. Okay, so we want to make our split follow this line here. Ooh. That's a problem. That is a problem because I don't think we can hook up a belt to this. Can we? Yeah, because it goes through. So, let's think about this. Guess we could add an extra. Yeah, we could totally add, since this is on the second level, we can totally add another glass structure here. That's totally doable. I mean, why not? Yeah. Question is, can we fit this one? No, we can't. But that's okay. Let's take the belt and run it down. Now getting this alignment is going to be tricky. feel like that might be it right there. What? Okay, I thought that was totally gonna be a right angle, but apparently these guides had another idea in mind. So we'll take that right up to the edge. Is this aligned? Only one way to find out. Oh no, it doesn't look aligned. Wait. Yeah, it's not aligned. Oh, but we have to remember that they're not going to line up exactly, because these two buildings are in a different grid system. But this is a problem here. Alright, I've got an idea. We're gonna actually take it off the other end, because it's dropping down way too close to that splitter and I can't fit it in. As per usual, you know, that's nothing new for me. If you know, you know, boys. So, we're going to snake this around a bit. Get that right up to the edge. And then we'll turn it around this way. And voila, as they say. What are you doing? Oh, okay, that's the different grid. What? Why can't you just do the right thing? Okay, there we go. There we go. And now we just need the last one, which I think is just going to be slightly offset. Right there. Does that look like it lines up? And we're going to put our conveyor bolt, our hole here. That's going to be a level 1. Okay, maybe don't stand on the belt while you're trying to do that. And now we just need to drop the third line. We're almost there, baby. Home free. We're on the home stretch. I can taste victory. So where is that? That's right. It's about there. Now I think we're safe dropping down from here because we don't have the same problem that we had before, because this belt is going to drop down a lot further back since we don't have that extra glass tile there. Hallelujah. Okay. Yes! Yes! My precious. That's a level 1, isn't it? I was like, why is that so slow? There you go. It's beautiful. Let's go up and actually foist. We need to route all of this shit. We need to route some power to this. some power incognito. Now, let's see. Oh. Where are those outlets at? A double wall, a power pole that attaches to a wall has one connector on each side of the wall. Kill. Now these can't connect to anything but walls, eh? Okay, well, we obviously need to run this to a pole then, which is not as cool, but it'll have to do, I guess. This is where it gets weird. We're just gonna have a wire cutting through. That's ugly. Okay, whatever. For now, we just want things to work. So we're just gonna connect them. Where are these getting power from though? How is this all on the grid still? Oh, they weren't. Okay. Alright, well, let's make sure that everything is programmed. There they go. And let's go take a look. Let's be real, we're coming up here just to pat ourselves on the back and show off. Hey, maybe we get a bird's eye view. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hope you guys enjoyed that and appreciated that little pan there. But how awesome does this look? Seriously. We've got a perfect split now. So again, what we did was we put a Mach 3 belt coming out of the truck station into a 3-way split with Mach 2 belts that has 90, that puts 90 on each of those lines when they're all running together simultaneously. And then those 90 lines are split into 245 lines at the ground level down there into 2 factories. Again, those foundries. Again, those foundries use 45 of each ore per minute. So it's a perfect flow here, no bottlenecks, and the iron line is set up the exact same way. And we're gonna eat some beetle nuts real quick. Alright, so I think we're ready to get started with the down the line shit, which is all the constructors that we're going to use to make parts. And I don't think we can take this apart. Holy steel pipes. That's a lot of steel pipes, eh? That's a lot of steel beams, eh? Yeah, I'm going to have to use this area to build, so we're going to want to get rid of these. Alright, we're just going to move all these pipes out of the way. Whoa, that stacked up pretty high. It's a very tedious job, but someone's got to do it, eh? Why do I keep saying eh? I really wish you could just somehow get all of them with one drag. Like, I'm hitting control, drag, but it still takes one stack at a time. Not sure what that's about. Do better, Satisfactory. Just kidding, this game is amazing. The pipes look so cool when they're like just out on the floor in the real world instead of a little box. You just don't get the relative size of them when they're in your inventory, huh? Look at that. I mean, these things are girthy. Look at the structural integrity of these things. Okay, now comes the fun part. So, we are producing 45 ingots per minute. Let's lay down some constructors, shall we? Maybe we'll do pipes first. We're just going to put one down, and I'm pretty sure I put this down backwards. But let's just see. If we do steel pipes, it's 30 per minute. So it's a 2 to 3 split. For steel pipes, it's a 2 to 3 split, meaning we use 2 foundries going into 3 constructors. And that means we need some mergers. So we will put a merger right in front of this guy. And now we'll have 3 constructors hooked up to this baby. Coming out of a splitter. Not enough cable. Whatever, dude. Alright, we're gonna go get some more cable and reinforced plates. There's our jelly that we missed last episode. The useless jump pad that takes us barely any height at all. We'll grab a couple of stacks. The tricky part is going to be figuring out how to run all of these higher level parts together. So like if we need steel tubes with rotors or something, let's say to make some parts for the space elevator, then these two factories are so far apart from each other, it's going to be tricky to kind of bring them together. But we'll figure that out one thing at a time, you know. Alright, not an assembler, but a constructor. Okay. And we want to connect these to power. My butt's getting sore, guys. Yeah, I don't like that at all. It does look much better when it's on a post when it comes to routing power to the machines. So these are all going to be pipes. No power? No power, you say? Alright, let's see what's going on here. And we're off. Okay, we got the steel pipes going. That is not a throughway. And we will combine all of our pipes for now. Okay, so we've got our pipes now in production, and we will set up a storage box. Let's try one of the new ones. We just need some beams. This is the moment we've been waiting for, to be able to make an industrial storage box. I'm just gonna put this sucker right there and route this out. How does this work? Can this use larger stacks or something? I don't get what the difference of this is, besides it's like if you stack 2 storage containers on top of each other. I guess we'll find out. But we're gonna let that run for a bit. And you know what? Maybe we'll throw all of these babies in there. It is nice that the inventory is combined, so it's at least like It's different from just stacking 2 storage boxes in that way. Because if you have 2 storage boxes, you have to access them independently. Which means climbing on top of the bottom one to access the inventory of the top one. Yeah, it's still stacks of 100, so that hasn't changed. I guess the cool thing is that it has... Yeah, it has combined inventory. So you can have 2 belts going in, 1 going out, or any combination thereof. But let's think about now what we want to do with these lines. Alright, we're going to lay down another constructor just to see how much our production of steel beams is going to look like. Steel beams use 60 ingots per minute, and that gets you only 15 beams per minute, so wow. So beams are pretty slow in being made. Why does this look bottlenecked? Also, why isn't this continuously producing? Okay. Yeah, so it's being bottlenecked here. We have 2 outputs of 45. Yeah, whoops. This needs to be a level 2 belt. My bad. That should get rid of the bottleneck there. And, okay, so let's think about how we need to hook these up together. So 60 per minute, and these are outputting 45. If we double that up, or let's say quadruple, that would be 180. Oh, it's perfect. So we need to combine 4 of these. That's going to give us 180, and then that'll power 2 constructors. So let's do we're going to do a 2-2 merge. So first we're going to merge 2 of them. Like that. And I think these belts are going to have to be... The belts coming out of the splitters are going to have to be level 2s, but these can be level 1s. Since the outputs of these things are 45 a minute. Okay, and then we're going to do another combination. These need to be level 2s. And then now this needs to be split. That's pretty complicated. So we have 45 plus 45, that's 90. 90 coming through here. Plus 90 on that side. So this needs to be a Mach 3 belt in between. And now we can split 2 ways. Sorry, we're going to split 3 ways. Well, we can also move these so that they're more centered, and that would probably help. Yeah, this looks good. That'll kind of keep them spaced out, and it looks nicer anyway. Perfect! Unicorn Stampede! Anyone know where that's from? If you do, leave it down in the comments below, and you'll get something special. Which is a very slow clap in the next episode. Okay, so these are going to be beams. And there you go, we've got 3 of these babies producing beams. Now, we're going to have to combine all of these as well. Let's get these out of the way. Okay, so now we're gonna combine all of these so that we can go store them. These are coming out at 15 per minute. So we definitely don't need anything more than a level 1 belt, even at the output. We'll set up another storage box as well. Can't afford. Bullshit. Give me those pipes. Where was it? I had it. Ooh, there it is. And now we need to hook these babies up to power. I guess we're gonna come up here, otherwise it's gonna be very difficult to find them. And this thing's not even snapping anymore. What did I just do? Alright. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Oh yeah. Perfectly flowing, perfectly balanced system. That is what we like to see. It's a thing of beauty, let me tell you. Alright, well this episode kind of got away from us. We need to go ahead and wrap things up. Alright, so that's going to do it for today's episode. We had already started in the last episode setting up a nice three-way split here from truck stops to get 90 on each of these belts. Now we've perfectly load balanced the foundries and further perfectly load balanced the constructors. We've got 3 constructors on pipes and 3 constructors on steel beams. This is all balanced, but it's all on the assumption that these truck stations have a throughput or are getting delivered to at least 270 ore per minute, which is currently not the case since our miners pull a maximum of 240 per minute. So in the next episode, I'm going to go probably overclock those so that they can reach 270 and we don't eventually use up all this ore. We need a surplus of ore at these truck stations. But there you go. We finally have a perfectly balanced steel factory with the basic parts. Now we can build our second level for the more complicated parts. Right now we just have 2 storage boxes catching everything that we're producing, all the surplus. In the next episode, hopefully we'll get started on the second level to this, where we will have our assemblers producing the higher level stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure to smash the like button because it helps me out a lot and I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. I hope to see you in the next episode, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe so that you get notified for that. Thanks again, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.